And here we go. Okay, that does not work as effectively as we'll just do it live, but I'm sure PB has that like trademarked. So while I would normally appropriate sayings, I'm just gonna try to come up with something. Fuck it. You're with the most earth-breaking, ground-shaking, but never media show money-taking, the man, the myth, the legend, the most electrifying YouTuber villain in all of YouTube entertainment today. Mr. General Zod, or just General Zod, or the artist formerly known as Zod. What's up, everybody? How you doing tonight? And we have with us the lovely Jay McCarthy is here a little bit earlier. She was awake, and I'm like, hey, come aboard, join the fandom zone. She's like, sure, I'll do that because you're awesome.
Well, the villain has to have a protagonist, right?
Yeah, I mean, and the anti-hero, as I like to call PB, is on his way. He'll be here shortly, along with maybe some other guests. Who knows? The show is fucking random. I don't plan this shit out. I'm not professional. I just let this shit go wherever it might. So, welcome everybody. Don't let the Hershey's mug fool you. I'm actually drinking beer.
That's amazing.
And Mr. Pop Culture PB got started before me, so I'm a little jealous. But what's up? We have some great articles ahead tonight, some crazy shit. I took a break off of the Johnny Depp Amber Heard stuff, but we will talk a little bit about that before the rest of the crew comes. But there's really nothing much to happen because we had a whole fucking week off. So we're back to Crazy Town with Ezra Miller. So I got some stuff about him. Got some Alec Baldwin stuff, some Game of Thrones stuff, if anyone still gives a shit about that, and a bunch of other stuff. So it'll be a fun night. Let's see who's here in the chat. We have the Lemon Pie. What's up, Lemon Pie? Oh my God, wait until you guys see this clip. I have a clip to show you from the body cam of Ezra Miller, but I'm waiting for Pop Culture PB because I know he is going to be so jealous if I play that clip without him. It's his favorite Flash, you know?
Oh, yes. He will be devastated.
Oh, yeah. He'll be in tears. I can't do that to Firebeard. We have the real Captain Jack. What's up, Captain? Making it happen. We have Christine. How are you, Christine?
Hi, Bitchy.
Yes, we have the beautiful Bitchy Unicorn. We have the Rookie Critic. What up, Rookie? Good to have you here. We have Planet Q's Queen. We have Janie Davison. We have the beautiful Jenny Godden. And yeah, I don't think did I miss anyone? No, I think I got everyone. So before we kick it off, I told everybody before they came on the panel, I get all my Amber Heard shenanigans out. So let's just do a little bit. There was a couple of things I didn't get to cover that I wanted to about this. And one of those things did you hear about the fuck up that she did?
Which one?
Okay, let me narrow that down. The one that allows them to call witness that they were previously was not admissible. But I looked it up, and according to Legally Speak, okay, she brought Kate Moss's name into it, a dumbass. The defense had a perfect. They had a perfect thing going, right? All Amber had to do, which I don't know anyone who could watch her testimony and say she was doing anything of note. Like I see these other YouTubers going, like, "Oh my God, look at that fake crying, the acting with no tears," and then it was like, she said her name in the incident, and you see the moment when Johnny's team realizes, oh my God, this bitch just fucked up. Like,
yes.
Like, Jay, look, I'm not defending Amber here, but what the fuck? Everybody deserves a good defense. Like, I feel like at this point, they're just ripping her off. Whoever prepped her did a fucking terrible job.
I have a theory about that.
It's gotten to the point where I watched Court TV, and even their analysis are going, yeah, the bitch is lying.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's a bloodbath. Did you get a chance to see that clip? Because I was watching it and I said, wait a second. Did she just, hey, Cherry, love you, starting with the hashtag. She put hashtag, hey, Zod Kiefer, how are you? And of course, Sandy, the sassy queen. She's not.
Oh, Sandy. Oh my God, I've missed you. I hope that you're doing okay, Sandy. Ugh.
Me too.
So many nice people here. I'm so excited. I love you guys so much, by the way. And I have a theory, by the way, about her prep. At this point, I don't think she is listening to her legal team at all. I think that she is running shit and she's like, oh, you're going to do what I say, not the other way around. And so I think that's where some of this problem is coming from.
Well, didn't her lawyer want to quit at one point? And I took that as a rumor.
Yeah.
But now seeing her fucked up, I would be inclined to agree with your assessment. There is no way because look, people can say what they want to, but I don't think her legal team is stupid. I see the defense they laid out. I mean, they're doing the best they can with what they have. And you can see where they want to go, how aggressive they are. The problem is that she's a fucking idiot.
Yep.
Like, I used to be like, oh, maybe she's intelligent. No, she's not.
Well, the problem is she is intelligent. The thing is, she doesn't have any goddamn common sense. And because of the fact that she's so intelligent, she thinks that she's the smartest person in the room, and she's not. And that's kind of the problem. And that kind of goes into that BPD and that histrionic, diagnosis that she got, because she wants to be in control of everything and she wants to emulate everything that she wants to emulate. And of course, obviously, I'm not a psychologist. I'm not, this is all pure speculation just from the way I'm reading it as a mental health advocate. But looking at everything, at this point, she's gotten this far and she thinks that the same tricks are going to keep working for her. And at the end of the day, when she hits cross-examination, they are literally going to rip her to
shred. Oh, they're going to shred that apart. And Jenny God and I would disagree. I think that they're good lawyers. I see the defense that they're laying out, but this is the problem. One, that guy was just a little overzealous. That's why he objected to his own fucking question. But that doesn't make him stupid. Look, they go to college for a year. I'm not going to attack the legal team. It does not matter. They're lawyers doing their job. That's not where my focus is. My focus is on Amber Heard herself. And she has fucked this up. Now, I do have to give the devil their due. The PR team, excellent call. Because holy fuck, if those articles aren't bought and paid for, I've seen 6 articles. And we're not talking about like TMZ, which I'll be using later, unfortunately, because they got the best footage of Ezra Miller's body cam. But I'm talking like she has Washington Post, New York Times, like heavy hitters spinning bullshit articles, clipping half of the testimonies. I've read these, right? Clip half of the testimony and take it out of context, right? But the headline doesn't match what they're saying. They'll be like, Johnny Depp's biggest mistake. And then the fucking title is nothing what the article is about. And I'm like, I see what you're doing, guys. I see what, and I've been saying this for years, and real Captain Jack Sparrow knows what I mean, because he's in this kind of field with covering entertainment and things like that. This is the kind of bullshit we've seen the media pulling, but we've only seen it for like movies and shit that they want to promote, like that pandering bullshit in Hollywood. But this PR team has grabbed that. And there has been all of these articles out that have been just straight up motherfucking lies or clipped conversations that are out of context, and you won't get the full context unless you read the article. Then you see the full thing where they have to be truthful because they don't want to be sued for libel, because this isn't the fucking UK. You'll win libel here. So, Sandy said at Mr. Zod's Phantom Zone, I am patiently waiting for AH to F up. She's already effed up and talk about her childhood, especially a car accident where her best friend died. They can unseal her juvie records. Rob would be more versed. I think there's a lot more to that. I know to unseal juvie records would take a lot of doing. I think they're doing the best defense, which is, remember, okay, guys, way back when, remember what I said their defense should be? I said, and I got this clip somewhere. I said, if they want to win, don't put fucking Amber Heard on the stand. I
Yep.
could have remembered I said that. I said,
Yep.
just go with the evidence you have. Do not put that bitch on stand, because if you put her on stand, it's going to go terribly wrong. I watched the UK trial and I said, this bitch cannot lie to save her life. So all they have to do is just trip her up and she's done. And I can't wait for cross-examination. It's going to be a fucking bloodbath. But
Yeah.
what do you think about it?
So, I'm really excited. So I saw some talk on Twitter about Camille Vasquez, and they were talking about how she's amazing and we support her and everything, but they were hesitant to have her be the one that would be the cross-examination because the fact that Ben Chu is the more experienced lawyer. But the problem is, if you put Ben Chu out there cross-examining her, he's going to look like a Billy no matter which way you slice it, especially with everything that she's said and all of her basic like hatred towards men essentially. So he's going to look like a bully. So he cannot cross-examine her. He definitely cannot, especially since he clearly has an issue with her. If you watched the motion to dismiss discussion, it was pretty entertaining what he said about her. But I'm actually really excited for Camille to cross-examine her, because there is nothing that AH hates more than a beautiful woman coming at her sideways, especially with the way that Camille is so friendly with Johnny and everything. Oh my God, it's gonna be amazing. She's gonna lose her shit.
Here's the thing that I would say though, with the way that Amber Heard's team has been, I agree. Ben Chu is an amazing lawyer, but I don't think they don't want to fight forceful with forceful, right? Part of this is winning over the crowd, so to speak. And I hate to put it like that, but that's what you're doing. You're convincing the jury. What you want to do is exactly what they've been doing. Make them look like the bullies, make them look like the assholes, the ones who are being aggressive, and sit back and play the defense. And I think Johnny's team has been brilliant with that, right? Let those guys come off as assholes, because the more they're being aggressive and they're attacking these witnesses, and then you got Johnny's team who's just presenting the facts, and these people are tripping over their own words, their own statements. Like the way they destroyed that, what's her face, Dr. Hughes or whoever the fuck that dumb bitch was. Dude, that was absolutely positively
embarrassing.
Like they got them on the pronouns game. I've never liked playing that game more than I saw in that. I was like, oh my God, he used pronouns against them. I thought your side was supposed to be about the pronouns. It was absolutely astonishing. So a lot of big wins. You have those people like the person that I don't know if you saw my last week's showing with that bitch just K. Yeah, she's still defending Johnny Depp. Hold on, I'll read this and then I'll get to something that happened. Mr. Zod's Phantom Zone Ben Chu will ask the $100 million question since AH mentioned JD's rings. I feel that they are going to ask the imprints of JD's rings on her face, which is there isn't any. Her evidence is so slim, and she's fucking herself over giving such a vivid account without any of the proof. There's no photographs, and this is what people across the internet is calling out. It's like, okay, you say you got kicked, you said this horrible stuff happened, but where's your evidence? And more people are seeing that. The other thing that I wanted to say was that I think that where was I going with that? Because I was going somewhere and then I interrupted myself with that great question. I'll probably think about it later. But Just K. So if you guys don't know, I did a great shilling on Just K. Everybody agreed she was a fucking dumbass. So she did an open panel, and I know a lot of people tagged me in, and they wanted me to go on there and debate her. But 2 reasons I didn't. 1, I was at work, and 2, I was going to see Doctor Strange, and I did not want to ruin my experience of seeing that with having to deal with her grating voice. And 2, I don't want to take someone on their own turf because that chat is crazy. Like, I've determined that's some crazy people. Like, they honestly buy into this is like Johnny Depp is an abuser. Like make no mistakes, folks. I watched the stream. There were like 150 people in the chat. Now, there was probably 20 or 30 of them that were like asking legit questions that Kay just sidestepped and didn't fucking answer. But a majority of them, for some strange reason, there is actually, I couldn't believe it. There is actually people out there who honestly still think after that shitty performance that she's telling the truth. Like, that was the worst fucking performance I've ever seen. That she was like, and then I felt a boot on the back of my neck, and all I could think was, why is he doing this to me? Oh,
my favorite one was when she was talking about
my heart.
My favorite part was when she was talking about how her face was in the carpet and she just could remember how dirty it was. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, that is the last thing I'm thinking about if somebody's whooping my ass. It's how dirty the floor is.
Oh yeah. When I'm getting my ass whooped, I go, fuck, man, the carpet. I should have had it clean. Like, this bitch, like, instead of like listening to the lawyers, I feel like she had a shitty writer in Hollywood draft her a script, and she was putting on like an Academy Award winning performance. And the funny part is, Court TV did this thing where they did the body linguist people who came on. And, you know, unfortunately, there's a person who has to take her side. I give them props. They're doing it for both ends, right? They're trying to do both sides. And even the lady on the other side said, yeah, you know, when she was getting the back and forth, she was going, yeah, I can't really argue with that. But, and it's just like, it's even hard for these people who wanted to defend Amber Heard to defend her, because that performance, and I'm going to call it a fucking performance, was the worst. OJ made me question the evidence more than this bitch. Like, OJ cried. He had real fucking tears. I had to think about, like, fuck, did he really do it? Like, maybe it was. I mean, and Kato was a fucking unreliable. Anyways, that's not the point. Fucking Kato. Anyways, the point being is that I've seen serial killers more fucking convincing. Like Ted Bundy. You ever watch them old tapes?
Yeah.
If I didn't know the history and there wasn't fucking proof, if you just watched him in court, right? Just how charismatic he would be. You would be, as a juror, sitting there going, this guy?
Yeah, for real. Like, and I will say that I always tell people, if you can show me legitimate, hard evidence that he was the abuser, then I will reevaluate my stance. But up until this point, like, I haven't seen anything, and I'm not going to trust anybody's word against anything else. Like, especially when we know that there's a history of her lying and cheating and stealing and doing all the things and shitting in somebody's bed. Like, I'm not gonna trust her word over any evidence. You know what I'm saying?
And you know, I want to give a shout out to Grandmaster Sid Sophos. Did I say that right? Come on, I'm drowning here. I want to say that that's right. I'm just going to call you Grandmaster Sid. Grandmaster Sid, we don't kick, don't you worry about here, because we don't kick anyone out. If you have a difference of opinion or you just fucking say some random shit to me, I don't kick people here unless you say racist or dumb shit. Then I'll boot you. But no, we don't do that shit here. Everybody is entitled to have an opinion, even if there was some fucking random crazy person on here who sided with Amber. If they brought me a good fucking point, I'd hear them out, because that's what we're about here. This is a nice place to talk, to chat. I don't do that shit in the fandom zone unless you get out of control. Like you start saying some racist shit or something, I gotta kick you out. But other than that, no, we're not about that. So, and thank you for coming on by, because it's good to see some new faces here. Anyways, but yeah, and I really was actually hyped to talk about. Hey, Jenny, there's no sharks behind me, okay? I'm not by a fucking ocean. You stop that. Jenny, I'm never getting in the ocean. I don't care how cute you tell me sharks are. I don't believe you. But you know, yeah, it kind of it really. Oh yeah, I know about Just K. That's why we're better, because we don't kick people out who have logical opinions here, and I do stretch the logical. But you know, here's the thing, and everybody is seeing this, and I might do a video breakdown later. Oh, Nick Cage isn't behind me right now; he's in front of me. But I might do a breakdown about this later. But there's this guy called the Heavy Spoilers. If you guys don't know, check out his channel. He did a great like compilation of the week. And he doesn't normally do like court cases. He does like Marvel breakdowns and shit. I found him through that. But now he's non-biased. Normally he just talks Marvel. But he did a really great comprehensive breakdown. It's about a 40-minute video where he gives all the evidence and the facts. And he said, look, I don't have a stake in either side. But he said, just looking at the breakdown of the testimony throughout the week, right? And the analysis, and he shows the body language experts and the clips there. And he says, like, at this point, you've got other channels who don't do this, who are looking at this case going, she's fucking liar. It's oh, thank you. I appreciate that. It is, Mr. Zod, the Wiggles are behind you. Jesus Christ, I hope not. That show is fucking terrifying. But yeah, so any other thoughts? Because I've fucking prolonged enough that I'm gonna have to jump into some articles here. So
I had a thought, and I don't know what it was.
Ooh, it's a monumental thought then.
Yeah. I don't remember. I'm sure it'll come back later.
Okay, so let me see. What's the latest? All right, so you know what? I'm gonna give PB some time because I know he's still caught up in the Phantom Woods. So I'm not gonna do my first article. I'm gonna keep EZRA on the back burner and start out with another article first, which is our favorite person. God, I love watching this bitch self-destruct. Joy Behar. Jesus Christ. Now, I don't know if you were here for this. I think you were, but we did an article on her falling. We did her very sensitive comments about when we were in the height of COVID, and she said her trip was ruined. I think you were here that night.
Yes, this sounds familiar.
Well, Joy is back at it again. This time, Joy yelled at her own co-host. How are these bitches still on the air? Can anybody answer this for me? Like, who the fuck is watching this show?
I'm not, for sure.
I don't know anybody, like, maybe below the age of 50 or 60 who's still watching the fucking View. And if they are, they sure as fuck ain't watching it for news, because these bitches haven't told a straight story in years. So I wish I'd been watching it, because some fucking hilarious shit has been happening live. Like, holy fuck, maybe I gotta start watching The View. Maybe they're doing this for ratings. It almost feels like this is just like they're just doing ratings. I don't know. But Joy Behar snaps at Sarah Haines on The Views and yells, "Don't interrupt." This fucking dude, if I was Sarah, I would smack the fuck out of her. Like,
Right.
she is such a bitch. I can't stand Joy Behar. I think she is like a vile person, and I mean like vile.
Mhm.
Just her attitude and the way she conducts herself, very unprofessional. But Sarah Haines learned an important lesson this morning. Never cut off Joy Behar. On Thursday's May 12th episode of The View, Behar got testy with her co-star after being interrupted during a conversation about Patty LuPone, I have no clue who that is, who called out an audience member at her Broadway show company this week for not correctly wearing a mask in the theater, because that's still a thing.
Didn't realize people were still doing that.
I did not realize either. I got to get a mask for my little icon. While Behar was reading from a note card about a separate instance in which LuPone accosted at another audience member in 2015, the stage legend yelled, "What is it, honey? Are you drunk? Are you menopausal? Jesus, fuck."
Jesus.
Like, wow, maybe this person is just a bad person. Like, this mask thing isn't the first time they've lost their shit at. Who keeps on going to her shows if they're gonna get fucking accosted while you're in the audience?
Right.
Behar pronounced her name as I can't even fucking say it. Lupine, adding an Italian twist. Haines, who was seated next to Behar on the panel, could be quietly in the background saying the correct pronunciation for of Lupone's last name. It's Lupone, and she's one of your people, Italian, Haines said, referring to Behar and Lupone's shared heritage. Behar did not appreciate that little tip. She snapped back, "Don't interrupt the reading." Like, okay, all right. Before we go any further, anybody who's been on the show, hey, Jane Creek, what's up? Anybody who's been on my show knows I fuck up. I just fucked up. I definitely did not say that name right? How many times, PB, Justin, Squirrel, anybody who's on the panel, fucking Cyber, call me out, right? And then go, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to read this. Don't interrupt me during my bit. Like, like, really, Joy? You know, okay, Jay, I love having you because, like, you're the outside lens. Like, I do entertainment shit all the time. Like,
yeah.
What's the first thing you think of when you think about, like, Joy Behar and just the way she interacts? And remember, these are her co-stars, right? That's like me fucking cursing PB out for a joke.
Right.
Like,
well, my immediate thought is, well, she's lucky she's not talking to me because I interrupt people all the fucking time.
So you'd slap a bitch, right? You just like turn around and be like, "Whap."
Right, in the most protagonistic way possible.
See, you're nicer than me, so you'd be. I have a feeling you'd be like very passive aggressive about it. Like, maybe pronounce it right, Joy.
Right, exactly. That's how I operate.
I mean,
because like, and for it's a freaking talk show, like. Like, who cares if somebody's interrupting you? I mean, if you're putting out misinformation, you should be corrected. Like, that's not the way, like, you say their name.
Hello, Landon. Yes, I know I am live. I know you missed me. I apologize. But last Friday, I went to see Doctor Strange and I worked late. So I'm sorry.
How
And
was
I'm
it,
not
by the
going to
way?
lie, I don't hate it as much. Apparently, I'm like in the minority of people who like this movie. But,
Really?
I've never gone with the popular opinion, so fuck
Mhm.
them. I don't care. I call something good if I like it. But anyways, yeah, you're just in time for some Joy Behar action. She went full fucking psychotic on her co-host Sarah Haines. She went psychotic because Sarah Haines dared to tell the mighty Joy Behar, you're pronouncing something wrong. Holy fucking dude, if I called out everybody who said a shitty joke to me, everybody who called me out on mispronouncing stuff, I mean, I'd like to think, and everybody put a 1 in the chat if you agree, or a 2 if you don't. Part of coming on the show is listening to me fuck up stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the joy. And you know what? I accept the role. I'm not a fucking scholar. That's why you're never gonna see me doing scholar shit. But I embrace that. Joy, just don't be afraid to fuck up. Like, it's okay. You're gonna mess up. Professionals fucking. Of course, Captain Jack put butt cheeks. Thank you, Jack. Have you been hitting the room earlier?
Oh, he was talking about the rum 20 minutes ago.
At Mr. Zod's Phantom Zone, when I was on your panel with you, I interrupted you, and well, you didn't yell at me. No, I don't. Because look, this isn't like we're not like broadcast around the world here, okay? I got a very small crowd, and then people who watch this after hopefully enjoy the stream, all of that, right? We've got our group, but we're not fucking international. But I would think when you are on a syndicated talk show, when you have co-stars, right? You co-hosts, and you don't gotta fucking like them. You don't even gotta agree with them. But while that camera is live, while you're doing stories, you're supposed to conduct yourself in a professional manner. And this bitch has fucked up now what? This has got to be the third fucking time that she's been a highlight on my show.
Yep.
Like, I never have given The View this much fucking attention in my life. They've actually made me go, you know what? I should fucking be tuning in and seeing this shit live. Like,
right.
this is actually what I would watch The View for, just to watch them fuck up. And apparently it's look, this bitch has been on there forever. They need to fucking get some new people in there. That's what this comes down to. Like, Joy Behar, Whoopi Goldberg, all of them, they're getting fucking tired. All right?
Yeah.
Switch up the cast, because all of these fucking older, fucking worn out, very mean, nasty people need to fucking go. Like, they're mean to their cast. They're mean to the fucking audience. They're insensitive about the fucking topics they're covering, which really bothers me.
Yeah.
Yes, she is like 90, Captain Jack, or at least we're fucking close. Hey, KH, good to see you, our favorite Karen. People interrupt each other all the time without being a bitch about it. Sometimes Mr. Zod's Phantom Zone needs to be interrupted because he gets on a roll and tunes everyone out. Exactly. Like, that's what it is. I get to talking. PB says, shut the fuck up. He makes his point, and that's what we do. Like, there's no reason to treat your co-stars like shit.
Yeah.
It offends me as a serious podcaster.
I always feel welcome here, so
we take this job serious. Anyway, so in response, Behar snuck a dig about Haines' hairstyle. This is a dream of Jenny day to day, she quipped about Haines' long blonde extensions, which were styled in a ponytail on the top of her head. Haines played along with the snide remark, smiling while crossing her arms in the front of her chest like series star Barbara Eden. After pulling her own diva-style stunt, Behar returned to her note cards to finish reading about Lepone. She told the woman, now shut up, Behar, read, before turning to Haines and adding, which I say to you. So, all right. So first fucking dumbass person down. holy fuck. Like, is there really much to... Jesus Christ, the fucking View is a mess. The View is a fucking mess. What's going on over there? What the fuck's happening over there? What shitty station is that on? NBC, ABC, one of the ones I don't watch.
I don't know. You know I don't watch TV.
But it's just like, I had to bring this up because, you know, it makes me really appreciate the people I stream with.
Yes.
Even though PB is lost in the woods right now. But, you know, I have such a great audience here. I have such a great crew. You came in tonight to cover for PB. Now all you have to do is throw some insults at me. It'll feel like a...
Your hat looks dumb. Is that better?
You are so not a me person. Even you calling my hat dumb is just so nice. You're like, your hat's dumb. I'm so sorry, but it just looks stupid. I'm like, oh God, I feel bad for asking you to insult me. That is impressive.
Everyone's favorite protagonist. It's starting to stick, isn't it?
You're the protagonist of the show. She's like, I don't do evil. That's your bit. Rose Matter said, Zod's Jack Osborne took a dig at AH about going on portals to health investigation. I don't know nothing about that. I do know Chris Rock took a joke. Look, Captain, you don't have to volunteer. I know you're always gonna throw quality insults in the chat at me. That's why I like the little Lego Captain Jack Sparrow here. He's got some quality stuff. So, moving right along. Hopefully, PB doesn't fucking pass out. I might have to do Ezra Miller soon. But let's talk about something that broke my heart.
Oh, no. It must have been big if it broke your heart.
Oh, it did. I'm going to talk about a subject I haven't brought up since it went off the air. If you guys know me, we started this channel off of this fucking thing, and that is Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I want to talk about that, but I don't want to talk about the fucking shitty show itself, and hopefully D&D fucking have horrible stuff happen to them. Disclaimer. But I find this interesting, and I want to know what your thoughts are, because it's good to have a lady here on the panel to kind of get your thoughts on this, because I'm really mixed, and I feel like this is a weird thing for this person to claim, but we'll read and see. Game of Thrones star Sophie Turner thinks she'll exhibit some symptoms of trauma after filming the show.
That sounds all right.
Like, I have a different feeling about this, and it's the feeling of that you knew what the show was. You know what I mean? Like, this show was on for, 8 years, right?
Yeah.
And she was younger when she started in this role. And there was, and we're going to talk about it, but there was a scene, it's kind of graphic. It's when Ramsay does some stuff to her. It's not so appropriate. It's to build up her getting this rage and eventually, killing him. It's a particularly uncomfortable scene for ladies.
Yes.
And, here's my thing with actors. I always find it funny, and this is the craziest part. She was the biggest advocate of the shitty season 8, right? Fucking going to the guild saying, this is the greatest show ever, right? And then these people come out, years later. I was traumatized from this scene that I filmed all these years. How much of this do you think is bullshit, and how much of it, because it's HBO, they show nudity, they show people get raped and killed brutally and stuff like that. It's kind of the point of HBO, is that it's not regular network television. And I'm kind of mixed, because I don't know where to land on this, because at the same point, you're doing a rape scene, and that's got to be hard to do, so I don't want to discount that kind of a trauma. But how much of it do you think is bullshit, and how much of it does actually leave an effect? She was
So
14 when she started.
right. So is she saying that that is the scene that gave her trauma, or is she saying that the entire show?
She's saying that scene in particular and
Okay.
some of the rougher stuff as her character grew up, and there's a couple of
Mhm.
storylines where she's, you know, with this one and that one and stuff like
Mhm.
that. And she's not the only person that I've heard that has had an issue with the way the sex scenes were filmed.
Right.
So I thought it's an interesting topic to bring up because it's like how much of that, we all see it on television, you
Mhm.
see the stars, but like how much of that shit does actually stay with them? And then like how much of it is just, oh, I want to just say this because reasons.
Right. I think a lot of it, honestly, Zod, is going to come down to have they experienced something like that in real life? So I think the psychology behind the trauma of the scene would be, have they experienced something like that in real life and then they had to act it out on screen? And then the other side of it would be, while they were filming the scene, was whoever they were doing the scene with respectful about it, or was it uncomfortable altogether? And I think that would be, you know, that would be kind of like the way that you would have to approach it, because I have been through some things in my life, and some of the parts of that show were a little hard for me to watch as somebody who loved the show, but I was able to obviously separate the reality from the fantasy, of
And
it.
and I will admit, like, this is where I'm split about it. Like, look, I'm no fan of Sophie Turner, mainly to
Yeah.
how badly that she fucked up Phoenix, but
Yeah.
whatever. I blame that on the director. Twice, guy. Twice. Twice you did Dark Phoenix. Twice you fucked it up. Stop fucking doing that. Anyways, that's a different rant. Fuck me. That's a different rant. Anyways, um, there's a thing with Sophie Turner where she does come off to me
Mhm.
as authentic when she talks. And I think that would be really sad because I did hear a lot of rumors, and you brought up a point. Some of those scenes on Game of Thrones, and I'm a huge fan, and I'll admit, some of them were pretty excessive. Like,
Mhm.
even for me, like Jamie Lannister and Cersei's fucking. Like, really, HBO, did we need to see incest? Like, there
Right.
was some shit where I was like, I'm not a prude, okay?
Yeah.
I'm a pretty worldly guy, but there's even a moral line for me.
Mhm.
And oh yeah, Game of Thrones ended its season, what, 2019, 2020, somewhere in
Mhm.
there.
Yeah, something like
I
that.
remember because it was when we started this channel to tell you how fucking terrible season 8 is. And all of you people who liked it, go fuck yourself because you're just lying. It was bad. Fucking
Mhm.
admit it. D&D fucked up. Okay, moving on.
Before we get started again.
Sorry. I feel that rage. Like me and PB, you guys all know PB. He had a fucking notepad. A notepad with all of the fucking mistakes per episode. That's how pissed he was. A full fucking notepad. Like flipped it and he's like, page 3. Here we go. 3 fucking hours later, we were only on page 4. That's how many fucking mistakes were in the show.
Yeah.
But that aside, that scene in particular, Ramsey Bolton, I
Mhm.
remember that scene very vividly because of the
Yes.
way it's shot. And I would be inclined to agree that that could be very traumatic,
Mhm.
especially even if she was 14 when she started, right?
Yes.
And Ramsey happened around season 4, season 5, because that was the Battle of the Bastards. I think
Mhm.
it's like season 5.
Yeah.
So that's what, 4 years. So she's 18,
Mhm.
19 around that time.
Right.
That's not a lot of time to really be able to do a scene like that.
Yeah.
And I feel have the right mindset. Like, I still
Right.
think that could fuck you up.
Yeah. I mean, especially, when you think about it, she wasn't that one of her first like major roles too.
Oh, yeah. First,
So it was kind of like, she just didn't have, I think what it boils down to is she probably was traumatized because she really just didn't have the mental fortitude that some of these actresses that are older have to be able to shoot a scene like that and kind of be okay.
And this is why I totally do not agree with the philosophy of these people who let their fucking kids do this shit. It's fucking Hollywood. They're all sick fucks. You should not be like pimping out your kids at this fucking age to do these shows. Like, what parent sees fucking Game of Thrones, right? Your child is 14 and you see the fucking content. There's fucking sex and people getting their heads chopped off and shit like that. And you're like, oh yeah, my kid will be fine.
Yeah.
They're fucking golden. No, I don't care how much fucking money you offered me. If there was a show that came to me right now and my daughter is 12 going to be 13, right? And there's a big opportunity and she's going to make thousands of dollars. I would not be like, yeah, I'll fucking pimp my daughter out for fucking money. The only way I'll abuse myself is listening to PB bash me. That's it. Yeah. That's the only abuse I would take.
You shut the fuck up, man. Your hat looks stupid.
Hi, PB. Welcome to the party.
Hello, Jackie.
See you.
You see how, now, Jackie said that to me, and it sounded so nice.
Like, I'm well aware. That's where I was at when I hit the pause button, so I figured I want to give the dichotomy of how she said it and how I say it.
Like, I genuinely feel like shit right now, so thank you, PB. I'm glad you brought me down 16
I'm glad
packs.
I could make it in time for the Game of Thorns.
So I wanted your opinion on this too, because
are you attacking the bagel people?
No, not this time. Fuck that.
Thank God.
Learned. Okay, so I wanted to know what your opinion is. We covered this in depth. Now Sophie Turner is saying that she actually has had some trauma. I guess her fucking contract is up
from
and she
cutting a man's dick off.
No, from the Ramsay Bolton scene. Now we all remember
that's
that.
What I just said. From cutting a man's dick off.
No, that happened after. I'm talking about the scene where he takes advantage of her.
Oh, lucky lady.
So, in all seriousness,
hello, Cherry.
Do you think
hello,
that would be scarring?
Hello,
because
Jamie.
if we do the timeline, right, she would have been 18, 19 by the time you got to season 5, right? 5 years. She started when she was 14, so she'd be in the range of 18, 19 years old.
The age of rape doesn't really matter in the matter of rape, does it?
I mean, no, but I'm saying, do you think the age would have made a difference, or do you think just because she's never done scenes like this is actually traumatic, that she actually had some kind of issues from filming these scenes?
No, it's not traumatic to be an actor and film scenes as an actor. Are you fucking kidding me? You know what's not? Saying hello to the wonderful people who are saying hello to me. Hello, Christine. Hello, Jack. Hello, Rose. Hello, Margot. That's how you fucking transition.
That was beautiful. And hello, Timon, because I didn't say hi to you.
I'm trying to build up to the Ben Shapiro level of transition.
At least you're not Joy Behar, who tells people to shut up.
Oh my God. You did the Joy Behar one already?
Yes.
Quick damn
take
it.
on that. I was just, and I mentioned you would have been proud. And I was telling Jackie, like, as much as we rib on each other, right? There's a difference between us joking around and then you dead seriously saying, shut the fuck up, Zod. I'm trying to talk. It's like, Joy, nobody fucking cares about what you have to say.
People do that? Oh, wait, Joy does that.
Yeah, Joy told Carrie Haines to shut up.
Sarah Haines.
Yeah, her name
Sarah
is Sarah.
Haines.
That's okay. We believe in you.
That was a perfect demonstration of how to properly do that.
Yeah, see, P didn't say, shut the fuck up, you idiot, Sarah. You fucking moron. What are you, a fucking 9th grader?
I'll let it slide this time.
So let's jump into Sophie. Let's hear about this trauma. Turner was 14 when she filmed the show's first season, and her character had a journey full of abuse. Well, calm down, Yahoo. It's not that fucking serious, okay? Let's be real. The first couple of seasons, she didn't do shit. She told that she thinks she will exhibit.
Queen. Sorry, I missed you.
She will exhibit some symptoms of trauma down the road. Game of Thrones star.
No,
Sophie
she
Turner.
fucking won't. Are you kidding me? She's an actor.
This is why I'm so glad you came there this way. Sophie Turner told her X-Men Dark Phoenix co-star Jessica Chastain, who
Jessica
should
Chastain.
also
I like
be
me
shot
some
for
Jessica
making that
Chastain.
fucking
What?
movie. Fuck
What?
everybody involved.
No.
in
You
X-Men.
just
Fuck
have
them.
a problem with Dark Phoenix because it doesn't do the comic justice. But
Twice, PB, fucking twice.
No.
Okay, that's it. No.
God damn it. Here we go.
No. Okay, I'm going. You brought me down this road. Okay, this
They took him to
motherfucker-
full screen, and it only took 50 minutes.
This motherfucker, folks, this motherfucker had twice. How many directors have a second chance to do the same exact fucking storyline? Nothing changed. Fucking Dark Phoenix, same fucking storyline. He gets a second fucking chance. And what does he do, folks? He fucks it up again. And not only does he fuck up the movie again, but he does a worse movie than the first one. How is that possible? How the fuck did this clown get 2 times to fuck up once? One storyline. It baffles my fucking mind. Twice. Not once, but twice. They said, okay, guy, here's your chance. Here's your big redemption. And you know what he says? Hold my beer. I'll fuck this up again. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. Christ on a crutch.
You're supposed to keep ranting. She's not back yet.
Yeah. I'm done. I need a fucking coping mechanism. Yes, it's true.
You're not the only one. Both X-Men 3 sucks donkey balls.
Oh, yeah. It amazes me. I don't get how you fuck up a movie twice. Like, once I can forgive, okay? And then you come back and you look at your mistakes and you go, okay, I did this, and this. But no, what does he do? He manages to make new mistakes. Brand new ones, PB. Brand fucking new. Like, he took problems that didn't exist and put them in the fucking movie. Brand new fucking problems.
That's an interesting point that you make because I don't remember which podcast I was listening to. I want to say that it was Dan Bongino, but it might have been Glenn Beck. I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure it was between those two. And they were talking about why do they keep remaking films that are fantastic instead of remaking films that are terrible but have a great premise? Because that seems like those are the films that they should remake. Like, why are you remaking The Lion King? Like, that is a great film that doesn't need to be remade. Whereas there are a cavalcade of films that you can pick from where you're like, oh man, they had a great premise here and they done fucked it up, and we're gonna go back and fix it and make an excellent film that people are gonna love for eternity. Instead of going back and ruining these wonderful.
Like, look, South Florida Drifter. I consider Showgirls peak. What's her name from Saved by the Bell was in it, and she's fantastic and quite naked in several scenes.
Oh man, I can never remember her name, but she's not the hot chick on Saved by the Bell. The hot chick is quite obviously Tiffany Amber Thiessen, but she's definitely the hot chick in Showgirls.
I would say she would be runner-up on Saved by the Bell. But anyway, so she goes, Sophie Turner said she developed a coping mechanism to deal with the heavy subject matter of the show. Turner, who
What?
was 14 when she started filming, starred in the HBO hit fantasy series.
Whoa. She's from the North. Did she go and live in a cooler?
I mean, it's possible. She played the character Sansa Stark, a difficult journey after her father, Edward Stark, was murdered or executed.
Eddard, not Edward, you dickhead.
Whatever.
No, not whatever. No whatevers here.
And was left at the mercy of numerous men. In one controversial scene, I knew it was season 5. Sansa was raped in front of her close friend Theon Greyjoy. Oh
God.
There we go.
I dropped my phone. She came in such a rush that I dropped my phone. Sorry, Jackie.
In an interview with The Cut carried out by Oscar winner Jessica Chastain, Turner said she thinks she didn't really comprehend the traumatic scene when she was younger. I'm sure I'll exhibit some symptoms of trauma down the road, she said. At that age, I don't think I could comprehend a lot of the scene matter. And the first few years, I had my mom with me because she was chaperoning me. So she would be very helpful and give me snacks. Snacks make everything better. I actually agree with that. Kit Kat. Have a Kit Kat. You're good. Chastain also asked Turner had any rituals to get out of character. Turner replied,
"This is ridiculous, Q's Queen. Come on now."
It's so weird. I don't, but I kind of find it quite easy to go in and out. You saw... You know what? As soon as I said that, I was like... I'm like, I'm not going to be the one. This is too easy. I'm not going to say it.
I am 12, just so you're aware.
I was like, don't say it. Then this motherfucker starts breaking out laughing, and I'm sitting here smiling. Jesus fucking Christ!
It is in the quote. What are you supposed to do?
You saw an X-Men in between takes, singing and dancing together. It does help having people around that are willing to step out of it as well. The actress added, it's just something that growing up on a show like Game of Thrones, the subject matter was heavy, that I developed a coping mechanism of just having the most fun in between takes so I didn't get traumatized. So that's good.
That's how the fuck acting works, motherfucker. Do you are we not supposed to make horror films anymore? What do those actors do? They literally get their heads cut off.
Turner was not the only actor affected by the show's hard-hitting scenes.
Oh my God.
Ian Rowan, who played the villainous Ramsay Bolton, who raped Sansa, told Metro in 2020 that the scene was the worst day of his career. That was horrible, he said. Nobody wanted to be there. Nobody wants to do that. But if it's telling a story, then you have to tell it truthfully. I think that's a decent quote. It's not like just thrown in there. It's adding something to the story, I guess. Hannah Willingham, who plays Septum, also told Collider last year that the scene where her character was waterboarded was the worst day of my life. Turner stars in the miniseries The Staircase, which I'm not gonna lie is an amazing series. So it's a gray area. Acting is acting, but I do imagine those scenes have to be difficult. Like, nobody wakes up and goes, yeah, I'm doing a rape scene today. It's gonna be a great day.
Whoa. Do you remember an actual scene where Ramsay Bolton rapes Sansa Stark? Because
very
I
vivid.
don't remember a specific scene where you see the rapening.
I mean,
I
I'd have to go
remember
back
them.
and
I remember them alluding to it. I remember them leading up to it. But I don't remember them ever showing any type of scene where you could be like, oh, there's a rape happening under the covers. Or I can see a rape in the blur. Or clear as fucking day, there is a rape right fucking there on my screen. I don't ever remember seeing her being raped in the show. At no point do I remember a specific scene where she was actually raped. It was alluded to, yes. Did it actually happen where we saw it visually? I don't remember that happening.
I'd have to go back to. I haven't watched Game of
Right,
Thrones
you
since
would
season 8.
exactly. You would have
I
to
have
go
not even
back
gone
and
back.
watch it, and you're not going to go back and watch it because one, you're not going to go back just to watch a rape scene, and two, you're not going to go back to watch the series because it ends like dog shit.
Absolutely.
And three, Planet Q's Queen says Zod. Jeannie Francis plays Laura Spencer on General Hospital, and her character was raped by her ex-husband, Luke Spencer, before they were married, and she doesn't have trauma. What? You married the person who raped you? The fuck is wrong with you?
I mean, and here's the thing, I think it would depend on the person, and I think she answered it probably how she feels, right? She was young when that happened. She got fucking cookies and shit. I don't think it's going to be one of
Okay.
those things, but I will tell you something that will stick with people, and this is the next article. Game of Thrones is actually being sued.
You know what sticks
So,
with people? Well, I guess it doesn't stick with people. It's people that get stuck with rape.
so
That's
Game
a
of
rape
Thrones.
joke, motherfucker.
Oh Jesus! Game of Thrones Stuntwoman sues for $5 million over an injury.
What?
So during the Fantastic season 8,
No. Go back up. Go back up. Is this an ad? That's an
no,
ad that's playing?
yeah, with the baby,
Okay. Never
that
mind.
was an
Go
ad.
down. Never mind. Go down.
The Game of Thrones stunt performer who suffered an injury while filming the infamous Battle of Winterfell. No, it was called The Blackest Night because you couldn't see it. Episode is suing the makers of the show for upwards of $5 million. Stunt actress Casey Michaels suffered a serious fracture and dislocation of her left ankle while performing a stunt sequence during the Battle of Winterfell episode, which saw her and over 24 other stunt performers dressed in monstrous whites have to step off a castle rooftop and drop to a safety rig below. Michaels landed on her feet, aggravating a long-standing injury that have allegedly prohibited her ability to work.
Okay.
So that's what that feels like. God damn it. The suit.
No shit, guy. No shit. You're welcome. Welcome to the club.
From Casey Michaels against Fire and Blood Productions, the production company behind Game of Thrones. The claim alleges that the safety rigging the production company created was flawed by nature and helped cause the injury. By nature, the cardboard boxes, are not durable. Wait, they just use fucking card. I thought they fell on like that blue, like padded shit, right? The big cushiony padding. They just fell on cardboard boxes?
Yes.
Are not durable and became damaged as each stunt performer landed on the box rig. And also, each stunt performer climbs off the box rig after landing. She recalls the stunt performers were strictly instructed to walk off the roof as if unaware of the drop, in keeping with the zombie-like nature of the whites, and did so in full expectations that the safety precautions had been made handily. Any result are made to handle any resulting type of fall. Fireblood Productions has disputed Michaels on the claim, saying the safety box rig was in fact durable and was not compressed when the stunt performer stepped off onto the mattress and rolled away. They lay the blame at Cassie Michaels' feet, and she's suing over her right ankle, stating that she did not follow instructions and instead made the fall like a pencil with rigid or vertical manner. They outright claim Michaels' injuries were caused either by the claimant's failure to execute the pleaded stunt properly and or with the skill and care of a responsible, competent stunt performer, or pure accident. The plot thickens when you get into the history of Casey Michaels. She is a famous stunt performer whose medical history is riddled with injuries, including multiple foot surgeries that required plants and screws. Physiotherapy, as well as mental health treatment for depression and traumatic experiences. It's also noted just as much padding and safety gear Michaels wore during the incident: skin, knee, hip, and back pads. And that she was the final performer to make the drop.
What the fuck is a back pad?
A pad on your back?
I've never used a back pad before. That's a new one. Anyway, carry on.
She was the only one to make the stunt and the only one to be injured. So, who on the panel? I'm going to call bullshit on this one.
I'm going to call double bullshit.
Jay, what do you think?
She's muted. Oh, damn it. She said triple bullshit. I don't know that for a fact, but that's my conjecture.
Where do you land on the lawsuit? Does she have a foot to stand on? No, I don't think she. Maybe she should get another job if she's prone to injury. I agree. Unlike the other one we'll read about, this seems like a bunch of bullshit. Seems like she did this stunt and had prior injuries, and was looking, I hate to say it, but looking to get money out of it. I mean, all the evidence points to it. She had fucking screws in her back. Like, why are you doing a scene that requires you to land off of a roof or a high position, feet first? I don't know why you take that if you're that fucked up. I agree 100%. Yeah. So, I feel like Pop Culture PB, Whoopi and Ghost is Whoopi and Ghost, and Jay McCarthy is Patrick Swayze.
How come I don't get to be Patrick Swayze?
And Jay is unmuted.
Did you know Patrick Swayze? Oh, they're going to use old footage of Patrick Swayze in the new, Dirty Dancing reboot?
I don't think they should. I think
they should either, but it's possible. As long as it looks as good as Tarkin, we're good. But if it looks like Leia, we're fucked. It's going to look like Leia. We're fucked.
It totally is. All right.
Hi, can you hear me now?
Yes.
My computer like fucking froze, and I was like, "What is happening?"
Your computer was calling bullshit on this stunt lady. What do you think? You think she's full of shit?
Yes, because when you make claims like that, you need to bring receipts, bitch. Like, what the?
Wow.
It just drives me like, okay, like this is my biggest pet peeve with women specifically. I can't stand money grabbing assholes. I can't do it. Like I can't. And that is one thing that'll get me fired the fuck up immediately. And my protagonist ENFJ personality just goes out the window.
Hey, Mega Jetty, guess he actually has something that pertains to me. He says, hey guys, guess who got his email back and got Evil Dead with pre-order skins? I actually played it today. I did not get a chance to play through much of it, but I'm thinking of doing like one of those crazy I stream and play it in the background deals because I'm really loving the game. I started playing as Ash. I got all of the pre-order skins because I'm a fucking idiot and a big fan of the Evil Dead. So instead of paying the $40, I treated myself. I got the $60 edition, and I'm fucking loving it. I was killing some Deadites. I don't know how our team won because everybody died except for one person. The fucking evil wiped us all out. We were on like the final mission, right? Final book. And we're all sitting there, and I'm like doing my fucking team leader ability, and I'm pumping people up. And then all of a sudden, I didn't realize you could actually die because the first 2 times I went down, it was like this bleed out bullshit, and my teammates revived me. And then all of a sudden, I look, and all 3 of us just fucking drop. And I'm like, oh, we're fucked. But then some fucking Chad in our fucking group, he was like, oh, I got you. Fucking single-handedly beats all these fucking demons, carries us to victory. I got a shitload of points. I have no clue what the fuck I'm doing, so I don't know where to put them. Like, I got 3 different ashes. And then you gotta put shit into, like, the Deadites, because you could be the Deadites, like the demons, or you could be the survivors. So I was sitting there, but it's a pretty fun fucking game. I like it. And I don't play a lot of those asymmetrical, you know, Dead by Daylight kind of games, but it's really fucking fun. I went on there with my mic and I said, hey, and as per usual with these fucking multiplayer games, nobody fucking talks. It's the worst fucking teamwork in the world. I'm like with random people like, hey guys, how you doing? Hey, I'm Zod. How's everybody? No fucking answer. And then like when I die, I get this one jerk off going, noob. I'm like, fuck you. The game just came out today. I literally just play it at noon today. We're all fucking noobs. Jesus Christ. I hate fucking people online. Anyways, that's my rant. So main event. Are you guys ready for a video? We're gonna do a video time. Who wants to see a hilarious video? This is what everyone's been waiting for. Oh yeah, get ready. Are you guys ready for our favorite person, Mr. Ezra Miller? Let's watch the body cam footage. We're gonna watch the body cam footage of this crazy fuck. PB was waiting for this, so I waited to do this article. Oh yeah, this is okay. Let's watch this clip.
No, this brother, I was playing darts.
Okay. And then what?
With my good girl.
Okay.
He was playing
And
darts.
he come right up to me and just like,
He started shouting.
No. I not gonna spit on him.
Okay, so he spit in your face.
Dude,
He
and
spit
I was
in
like,
his face.
What's up, cuz? Yeah, what's up?
And then I
Example.
jumped in and
Yeah. This guy is gay. He was like, "What's up, cuz?"
Fucking was watching.
He was like, "I don't care. He's the fucking Flash." I told him like, "Yo, brah, I'll take you back to the old country, brah."
You
So
know
he
what?
spit in your face for no reason.
Yeah. I was like way across the room.
yeah.
Okay.
I feel like
Oh,
he's talking
God.
to somebody else.
No. I got assaulted and I started filming. I can show you the video.
Let's talk stories outside.
Let's talk stories outside.
And Ezra Miller, this is on the warrants, but he's caution code unstable, 29 Caucasian.
What is he
I'm
doing?
assaulted in this bar twice in a row. I film myself when I get assaulted for NFT crypto art. What's your name?
Okay, just so you got, he said he films himself getting assaulted for NFT crypto art. You can't make, I swear to God, you can't make this shit up. This is
Words, man.
the greatest fucking most spectacular train wreck I have ever covered. Like, this is up there with Alec Baldwin, but I hate Alec Baldwin. Ezra Miller is just fucking spectacular to watch this man crash and burn because he's such a dick. I filmed myself getting assaulted for crypto art. Ezra, what the fuck are you talking about?
What? I'm gonna turn my camera back on so you
Tell
can
me
see.
your name and your badge number.
White key.
Ezra.
Full name, full badge number.
What's
Tell me
your name? You're
Tell me your
full
name
back.
and your badge.
Look, he's antagonizing the police.
Now. Tell me your name and your badge
White
number
key.
now.
White key.
You.
Get off the road.
Central 131.
I'm being arrested for disorderly conduct.
Yeah.
I was assaulted. You understand, right?
Oh my God, I can't. I can't. This. Can we please get this man help? Like, what is going on, Ezra? Do you need a Kit Kat, buddy? Like, you need a hug? What's going on?
Well, you should have told us that instead of running away and playing all of these theatrics. You could have just told us
I'm
that.
sorry,
No, you're not
officer.
sorry. You could have took
I am
anything
sorry.
real quick. But
I am
no,
sorry.
you wanted to play the game.
I was
and now-
complying.
Well, you wasn't complying.
I was. You said get off the road. I got off the road.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No, you
I
never.
walked
You're
away.
literally in the wrong.
15150.
Literally, like, move out of the road.
You spit in somebody's
Okay, a
face.
guy in that bar declared himself as a Nazi. I have it on film, and he attacked me.
Okay, so
With my Ninth Amendment rights to not be unlawfully persecuted for a crime of no designation, disorderly conduct being something I am unguilty of. I claim my Fourth Amendment rights to not be searched and seized on no probable cause.
Oh my God. Okay. Oh
Will
Jesus.
not be able to offer in a court of law. I claim my Fourth Amendment rights to not be searched and seized. Please do not touch my ring.
Come on.
Okay.
You'll get
I
it right
claim my
after.
Fourth Amendment
Sir,
rights
sir,
to
it's
not
gonna
have
be right
search
here,
and
okay?
seizure
We're just letting you know it's gonna be right here.
unlawfully without probable cause. I claim my Fourth Amendment rights to not be unlawful. Hey, you just touched my penis. Please don't do that. I'm not transgender, non-binary. I don't want to be searched by a man. I'm.
Oh my God. Okay. All right.
Transgender, non-binary, and I don't want to be searched by a man. I claim my Fourth Amendment rights. These are Nerf guns, just in case you worry that they're bullets. Those are Nerf bullets.
Thank you for letting
They are
me
fake and they are a toy.
Thank you for
This
letting
is
me
my belt
know.
buckle and my Nerf bullets.
I appreciate that.
Please don't take them from me. The flash ring means a lot to me. It's very valuable.
Okay. Before I continue, any thoughts on this?
I mean, honestly, it's just sad. It's just fucking sad.
he said he was claiming his Fourth Amendment right not to be searched. What, Ezra? What are you talking about? And then he said, I'm non-binary. I don't want to be searched by a man. What? PB, any thoughts?
Did he fall asleep?
Oh my God, did he fall asleep?
I mean, he's been drinking for like 3 hours. Maybe
could be-
more.
Oh my goodness, Ezra Miller made PB pass out. It was so ridiculous. Oh my God. Oh, so Jay, fucking most ridiculous thing. So, do you think they had the right to search him based on his Fourth Amendment rights?
I think he was trying real hard for them not to search him so they didn't find those baggies they pulled out of his pocket.
What were that was the thing that I was like, what was in those baggies? Because they pulled
Probably cocaine.
this motherfucker had probably cocaine, a fucking Nerf gun, a flash ring. It's the oddest shit. I don't even know. Like, look, here in the Phantom Zone, we make fun of celebrities and this bullshit. It's our bag. But at this point, and I don't think I'm wrong at saying this, hey, Monkey Jeebs, at this point, and I think I said hi to Margot, but I'm gonna say hi just in case. I don't know what to say about this. I think he actually, I'm going to come out and say it. I'm not compassionate to Alec Baldwin because he's a fucking asshole. But in all seriousness, I'm really starting to think Ezra Miller needs like fucking professional help. Like,
Yes.
he needs fucking therapy.
Like literally, it's so sad. Like, I agree with you 100%. Like, literally, I'm watching this and like I'm laughing just because I'm uncomfortable with what I'm seeing and I don't know like what to do about it. But at the same time, it just makes me really sad to see him like that, because what is going on in his life that's making him act this way? Because this is what, his 6th issue that he's been having, like, if not more.
Like, and Mega Jetty, you know, here in the Phantom Zone, we don't judge. But no, like, look, I'm getting to a point now. Like, look, some of this stuff was fucking hilarious when you hear it, but I feel like, and look, I defend WB because I love DC and all that, but I feel like there's been a gross neglect.
Yes.
Like, they're covering up these issues. They're paying his bill, obviously, because he's getting out of this situation, but he, like, really needs fucking help. Like, he needs professional help. This is a fucking cry for help. Like, I feel like I'm past the point, and I'm not trying to be an asshole about what he's doing. I think that he needs to, first off, be taken out of the fucking Flash.
Yes.
Recast it, get somebody new. And I think the studio, if they're so inclined to pay all of these fees, which you know they are, they need to pay to get this man some fucking help. Like, like, my God, this is such a fucking mental health issue.
Yes.
It's spectacular. Like, I think we are literally witnessing a man losing his fucking mind.
Yeah, and that's my thing. That's my biggest thing at this point with him specifically. The more I hear about this, I don't follow any of this stuff, obviously, but like the more I hear about it, the more it just makes me so sad, and it makes you wonder if something is happening on that set that's breaking him. You know what I mean?
It's got to be, because I don't remember this many incidences happening before he took this role. Like, I remember him being in that one fucked up movie, So There's Something About Kevin, and a couple of other things. But like, once he landed Fantastic Beast and The Flash, it's like his mental state went off the fucking rails, and it's actually sad, but it also raises that question that if he's doing this shit, why the fuck is he still employed? You got rid of fucking Johnny Depp for allegedly doing shit, but you keep 2 people who we know are doing shit. Like, WB, get your shit together. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, there's something going on over there, and it's just evil, and it's just seedy, and it's just diving into the underbelly of everything over there, and it's nasty. And once it finally comes out, it's gonna be awful.
I think we're gonna hear a lot of shit, and I
Mhm.
think that this is just a precursor because there's a lot of other stars too
Mhm.
that we hear stuff about. But the Flash, Ezra Miller, was aggressive with cops during his arrest in Hawaii, which we saw. He was yelling for badge numbers, giving strange reasons why he recorded the incidents. Police body cam footage from Ezra Miller's arrest on the Big Island. You see cops ask the actor inside the bar where they allegedly became agitated with patrons. One of Ezra's alleged victims tells cops that Ezra attacked him, spitting in his face and going nuts. And when the cops asked Ezra, they claim they got assaulted and started filming because I film myself when I get assaulted for NFT crypto art. Jesus Christ.
Mhm.
Ezra raises his voice, demands the names and badges of numbers from the officers, but the police ignore them and go back to the alleged victims who claims he was playing darts and minding his own business when Ezra came up and spit on him. Once Ezra understands they're the one getting busted for disorderly conduct and harassment, they ask why, and again, they're calm and they were the one who was assaulted. Ezra also tells police they were complying, but they tell them they weren't. Oh, they're using the pronouns. And when Ezra asks they did wrong, they tell him they're getting cuffed because they allegedly spit in someone's face. God, these pronouns suck in reading articles. Ezra claims escalated. They say alleged attacker declared himself a Nazi, and then they bring up Judaism. Jesus. As we've reported, Ezra has had other run-ins in Hawaii, including when they got denied entry to another bar. This motherfucker is like basically on the verge of being kicked out of fucking Hawaii.
Yeah.
You know, I think this is sad.
Mhm.
I'm to a point where I'm like, this is you really need to get this guy some help. Like, he's clearly got something going on upstairs. Like, there's something broken. I don't know where it is, but yeah, I agree. I think he's having a mental breakdown. I really do. Yes, I definitely 100% agree. It's very confusing reading.
Yes. Well, and the other thing too, I mean, like we were just saying, it's just so sad, and it's really starting to make me feel like there's something going on within that specific set or within that company or something for them to act that way, because there has to be, because like you said, you didn't notice it beforehand, or it could just be a case of the fame is just going to their head and they can't fucking do it. So,
And look, like, here's the thing. I don't want to give anybody a pass. Disney has had the same bullshit. The difference, the only thing separating Disney really from WB is that Disney has this thing where the actors and stuff haven't had mental breakdowns. From what I hear, everybody has fun doing what it is they do. It's behind the scenes with Disney when they fuck with products. I know Sam Raimi recently got into an argument with them about the Multiverse Madness. If you guys don't know, there's like 45 minutes cut out of that film. And I can tell you from seeing it, it feels like shit was cut out. There's like breaks and weird shit in the film where you can physically feel like they jumped parts. Like it wasn't very clean, and it's really a problem. And I'm highlighting Disney too because it's a problem with these studios. Every single one of them, I don't give a fuck who they are, seems to have some fucked up shit, and it's a big strain. And WB is more with the actors. Like every actor that I have heard, Jason Momoa has had problems with Amber Heard. He did that stunt and got his fucking eye hit.
Yep.
And no one put out a statement by that. No one. They fucking covered that shit quickly because I heard about it for a week and then you don't hear shit about it now. Except for he follows Johnny Depp. That's pretty fucking weird that a co-star in a movie is following the opposite person. There's a lot of weird shit going on over there.
Yeah, I was actually on Twitter earlier. It's funny you say that because somebody was saying that who was it? James Wan and a couple other like higher ranking people stopped following her as well.
From what I heard, and I mean, once again, everybody take this with a grain of salt. But from what I heard, James Wan did not fucking like her in the first place. That was not his choice. He was kind of handcuffed into saying those statements. He was handcuffed into having her on the set. He did not in the first casting. He felt they didn't have chemistry. He was trying to work her out of the movie. And this is just speculation, but from what I heard, he's been trying to work her part out of the movie because of the fact that before the shit came out, he felt the two of them didn't have chemistry. And I would agree. Just take what you know about Amber Heard out, right? And just put the performance in that movie, right? They do not have, like, she kind of has charisma. He has a lot of charisma, but they don't really feel like this like couple that they try to portray them as. So WB, get your shit together. What the fuck?
Yeah. Right?
Like there's so much shit going on behind the scenes. I don't even have the fucking words. So speaking behind the scenes, I wanted to give an update because I've been following something, and I know I'll probably cut this short because I know PB is probably fucking dead asleep. Kids, watch your alcohol. But I'm giving an update on Alec Baldwin. Alec Baldwin and the Rust.
Your favorite.
So here's my feeling. They're talking now, and this is coming from the police, that Alec Baldwin might be cleared of these charges, which if you've been following me, I 110% disagree with this. It's fucking bullshit. But now the producers of Rust are claiming that they followed the safety protocols.
Of course they are.
Jay, this has been a game of hot potato. What really pisses me off, Jesus Christ, fucking ads. You know what? Fuck you. Okay, what pisses me off about this is a person died. A person fucking died on set. And I predicted this. They are playing this game of hot potato of who's going to take the blame. And it disgusts me. There's a beautiful, young, talented woman who died horribly. And, I understand if you take the blame for this, your fucking life is over.
Right.
Let's be real. Whoever gets blamed with this, they are going to be ruined. But this is so fucking disgusting. And I agree. Real Captain Jack says, sweep it under the rug. That's what they're doing. That's what they're trying to do. And I think every one of us, Mr. H Reviews talks about this, a couple of other people, we need to not let this be just forgotten, not let this be portrayed as an accident. It was not an accident. At the very least, this was gross negligence and someone fucking died. And everybody who's involved should be held accountable for their mismanagement and their poor decision making. Someone lost their life and they're trying to treat it over who's going to get blamed.
Right.
Yeah, I've seen the interrogation video. You know, he's a wreck. He wasn't being coherent. Like, you know, I understand he got a hot gun, whatever, but I still hold true. If you feel the weight, if it doesn't feel right, if it feels off, and he wasn't shooting a scene that required him to shoot the gun, okay? That was his own arrogance. Nothing about this screams that, and yeah, Alec Baldwin, the armorer, and AD and director are responsible unless the sabotage turns out to be actually true, which I call bullshit. Nothing was sabotage. They were grossly irresponsible. They kept live ammunition with dummy rounds. That is not sabotage. They sabotaged themselves. There was no responsibility or accountability for any of this. I do not believe it. I do not believe it's fucking sabotage. I believe they're trying everything that in their power to throw the blame off of them.
Yes.
Producers of Alec Baldwin's infamous film that hopefully never comes out, Rust, denied allegations on Thursday. They ignored gun safety measures before the tragic shooting that led to Helena Hutchins' death. Baldwin and several other producers on the film filed a court motion saying that they did not willfully violate any safety protocols and enforced all applicable safety protocols. Bullshit. The armorer admitted that she wasn't there. So how are you going to tell me? Okay, here's the thing that fucks up this defense for me, right? So they say, right, they followed the safety protocols to the letter, right?
Yep.
So then if you were following safety protocols, how did you allow your armorer to not be there when they were doing this, just this dress rehearsal thing, right? To check the fucking weapons. Okay. And then nobody who handed Baldwin the gun checked. They assumed, and this is by their own statements, they assumed that the gun was safe instead of going through those checkpoints, but they still want to claim that they followed safety protocols. How?
Yeah.
I think the director getting shot is going to save his career. He's not on the chopping block, but he should be. Yeah, I would say everybody involved with that should be, they should all be under a microscope, because I don't believe it. It's bullshit. That whole statement is bullshit just off of the fact that your armorer wasn't doing her job. And your job is to make sure that safety's followed, right? So how the fuck can you claim you were following safety protocols if you weren't keeping a watchful eye on Gutierrez to make sure that she's following it? Oh, well, the armorer is in charge of that. Well, you're in charge of making sure that the armorer is doing their job.
Right. My question is, why wasn't she there? And why? And if she wasn't there because she had something going on, why did they press forward without her present? That's my issue.
Yeah, that was the other issue I had. Now, the document filed by the film's producers stated that a meeting did indeed take place on the day of the shooting. Rust Movie Productions also said the film's armorer, Hannah Gutierrez Reed, was not overburdened by her duties as both armorer and props assistant. According to the production company, Gutierrez Reed's duties as an armorer always took precedent, but on that specific day, she didn't do her job properly. Well, you should be making sure that she is doing her job properly.
Yep.
Just because she's in charge of props and the armory doesn't mean you can skip that step because you lay it all on one person. Like,
Right.
she does have blame, no doubt.
Right.
But you guys weren't, you hired someone who was inexperienced and put her in charge of a major responsibility.
Yeah.
2 responsibilities, prop and armor. And she was brand new. How the fuck is that not their responsibility?
Right.
She says Reed slammed the report, saying that she was not provided adequate time or resources to conduct her job effectively, despite her voiced concerns. And see, this is where I kind of believe that, but I kind of don't.
Mhm.
I think everybody was not doing their job. According to a document, Baldwin and several other producers of the film filed a court motion that they did not willfully violate safety protocol. As we stated before, from the production called Hannah back into the church before the scene to consult with her on the tragedy that would have prevented, they said. Last month in New Mexico Environment Department levied a fine of $136,793 against the film. So they clearly found some shit that was not on the up and up.
Right.
And, you know, this is what I mean. Like, I think this thing was botched from the start.
Mm-hmm.
I think nobody gave a shit. Nobody was fucking paying attention to anything. I do believe Hannah is responsible, but, you know, there's a point where you hired somebody new, and Planet Keys Queen says Hannah's father is an armorer, and she would have taken his advice on working on movies three sets, I think. But no, I think that everybody is to blame that's higher up. I really do. I think they should all face some kind of charges, some kind of penalty. I most certainly think that Alec Baldwin should. I don't buy this bullshit like, oh, I trust my armor. Bullshit. Every other actor has come forward and said, I check the guns before we shoot. You know, that's people have called them out on his statements. Like, this is not, he was on fucking Mission Impossible, right?
Right.
And you know, Tom Cruise works with highly professional people.
Mhm.
I don't hear any accidents from Mission Impossible. Look at the fucking crazy shit they do on there. Helicopters blowing up. That motherfucker Tom Cruise does his own stunts. At what, 50 something?
Yep.
And the worst, he's broken his arm or whatever else, but he's always taken responsibility. He's never said, oh, the set person didn't warn me. Like, no, this motherfucker's at his age doing it. Keanu Reeves is getting up there.
Yep.
And he takes 6 months out of his fucking shooting just to prepare for a John Wick movie. He takes 6 months of tactical military training, checking, reloading weapons.
As he should.
I don't buy it. Yeah, thank you. It was ran by a bunch of stupid people. They wanted, you know what I think it was? They wanted to cut corners and save money, and they didn't take the time to properly check things.
Yep.
And somebody fucking died for it. And that's the biggest thing that pisses me off, is that in all of this, and I will stand by this and keep on covering this, that in all of this, the person that's being forgotten about is not Hannah, fucking Helena. Thank you. Helena Hutchins is the one that's being forgotten about in all this. And I really hope her husband fucking takes them for everything that they're worth.
Yep.
I hope he sues Baldwin directly. I hope he sues that fucking production company. I hope they're all fucking living in cardboard boxes. I'll be perfectly honest. Like, this isn't an Ezra Miller thing where he's just doing stupid shit that'll hurt his career. Someone here actually fucking died. They lost their life, and nobody wants to take proper responsibility. It fucking blows my mind.
Right.
So, last article of the night, because I know we have one person who's waking in and out of dreams. So, I'm going to keep it a little bit shorter tonight. We have Sony is erasing Spider-Man. Andrew Garfield's Amazing Spider-Man is gone forever. Sad times. Yeah. And you know what? I'm really fucking pissed about this because I wanted a redemption arc for Andrew Garfield. I think he really cares about Spider-Man, and I think he just had shitty directors.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I didn't think it was that bad.
Look, I have argued for years, and even my the amazing bitchy agrees with me. Andrew Garfield tried. I liked his Spider-Man. He was the only one who had a good New York accent.
Mm-hmm.
He cared about the character. And now Sony is doing what they do and being fucking stupid. It's been like all night, companies making poor decisions. Like, what the fuck?
Like, why?
So the Marvel Cinematic Universe is well received, debatable these days, and beloved by virtually every Marvel fan. That is true. Especially when Spider-Man No Way Home introduced the Spider-Verse. Sony's Marvel Universe, on the other hand, is falling apart terribly. And the latest updates concerning Spider-Man is detrimental to Andrew Garfield's future. Sony is pressing on with this fucking Spider-Verse. Like, I like some of the movies, but come on, Sony. Don't fuck it up. The chances of Andrew Garfield returning for an Amazing Spider-Man 3 are getting slimmer every day. At the height of the Spider-Man No Way Home, fan-led movements on social media called for Sony Pictures to greenlight the Amazing Spider-Man 3 for Andrew Garfield, completing his web-slinging trilogy that was tragically cut short. And I agree. He should get a third movie with a competent director. He really deserves it. Like, Sony interfered with those Amazing Spider-Man movies. If you guys don't know, there's a bunch of cutout scenes. The decisions that were made were taken out of the hands of the director. The studio fucked with all of that. Like, come on, casting Jamie Foxx as a fucking blue Electro. Sony, what the fuck? Nobody wanted that. I mean, and they made him so fucking comical and over the top. That was all fucking corporate decisions because, and I like to pull up the article sometimes, but they wanted to sell the toys.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all that was about. So, it's fucking bullshit. With Tom Holland and Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield all within the MCU, it's clear that the Marvel Studios producer, Amy Pascal and Kevin, have another Spider-Verse planned for the big screen. With the rumors of Avengers Secret Wars, which I think they're leaning towards, could be the new home for Garfield and Maguire's characters. Nonetheless, fans still hope Andrew Garfield would return for the Amazing Spider-Man 3 and take on his next big villain, whether Tom Hardy's Eddie Brock / Venom to connect the Sony verses, or a new character such as Kraven the Hunter or Mr. Negative. Early reports also suggested that Emma Stone would return to reprise her role as Gwen, Stacy Gwen, or Spider-Gwen from the alternate universe, which I would love because I love Emma Stone. The addition of Morbius, which was the greatest movie, and if you haven't seen it, go see it. It made $1 billion. Ushered in a new opportunity for Peter Parker Spider-Man to reappear within Sony's respective universe. Still, the latest and most bizarre update to the movie's infamous post-credit scenes cuts out Spider-Man altogether. In this stupid mid-credit scene, Walter flies up to Morbius, thanks him for meeting with him and says it has something to do with Spider-Man. The Spider-Man line was inexplicably removed from every single print on all other local theaters. Sony has reportedly removed all mentions of Spider-Man from the post-credit scenes of Morbius, in which Adrian Toomes, Michael Keaton, contracts Dr. Morbius to hunt down Spider-Man, blaming the multiverse incident that shot Vulture into this universe on Spidey. It's unclear why Sony removed all mentions of Spider-Man from Morbius, especially with director Daniel Espens, whatever the fuck his name is, teasing that fans would soon learn which Spider-Man Vulture alluded to and which web-crawling hero would be the antithesis to Venom. Nevertheless, Spider-Man is entirely gone from Morbius. This comes at a random shot where Tobey Maguire's character was spotted with the word murderer spray painted in the first official trailer, as well as the shots of Morbius and the Oscorp Tower being erased from the final cut as well. Considering that Andrew Garfield reportedly turned down to return to Sony's Spider-Man's universe within Sony's respective Marvel universe, still is the latest and most bizarre update in the film's most infamous post-credit scene cuts out Spider-Man altogether. Sony report... Jesus Christ, did I just go all the way back up? God damn it. Okay, The Amazing Spider-Man 3 and Andrew Garfield's Sinister Six films were undoubtedly put on pause and possibly thrown away altogether, seeing Sony reportedly attempting to alienate Morbius and Venom from Spider-Man. The Marvel universe is becoming more iconic, blah, blah, blah. I don't care about that. Tom Holland's Peter Parker and the Avengers is leading the way for the cinematic universe with Kate Bishop, Kamala Khan, Moon Knight, Agatha Harkness, She-Hulk, Eternals, which no one gives a fuck about, especially with his next Spider-Man trilogy that is currently in the works. So, it's shit. I don't like it. What do you think?
That's just crazy. Like, why would they do that? And I felt like Andrew Garfield was so excited to come back.
Yeah, I feel like Timon Flip says no, he doesn't. His movies suck. I don't think they suck. I think that they were poorly led. There was a lot of good stuff in them. There was a lot of good scenes. Andrew Garfield is a great actor, very underrated. I've seen a lot of great movie. One of my favorite movies called Silence. He was tremendous. He did another Hulu mini movie thing. It was fucking great. He's a great actor. He's a real actor. I don't think this is a good move. What the fuck, Sony? Like, everybody, you know what? The theme of tonight should be what the fuck. What's going on with these companies?
I agree.
It's been a giant fucking shit show from like top to bottom. I have no clue what's going on. It's like, Jesus Christ. Like, do you not like making money?
Right?
Here's the thing. MCU had the football. They said, bam, we make Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield canon. Boom. And they're like, passing it back to you, Sony. And Sony's like, fuck you. Kraven the Hunter and fucking Madam Web. And Mr. Naked. What the fuck, Sony? What the fuck? Like, why? Why? Are you going to have villains fighting each other? I do not understand what the setup is. Like,
right.
They have to eventually bring Spider-Man back.
Maybe they won't.
Like, it's just going to be villains fighting villains? We're just going to have a bunch of anti-heroes? I don't understand what the point of the whole extended universe is. Like, I like Into the Spider-Verse. I think it's great animation thing. Kraven the Hunter. is gonna have fucking Russell Crowe in it. Like, they got like so much potential. These big name actors, and they got Michael Keaton in the Sonyverse.
Right.
Hey, cousin Paulie, thank you. It's like, what is going on? What's happening? Like, for every good thing Sony does, they do 3 fucking terrible decisions.
Yes.
Like, WB announced Christopher Walken is going to be in the new Dune. And I said, fuck yeah.
I saw that.
Like, perfect casting. If you guys don't follow Dune, I've read the books. I love the movie. Hey, fuck you, Timon. None of that negative talk. Spider-Gwen is the shit. Love Spider-Gwen. She's hot. Anyway, Emma Stone as Spider-Gwen. You wouldn't want to see Emma Stone as Spider-Gwen. I would see Emma Stone in anything.
I love Emma Stone.
I watched Emma Stone in a fucking musical, and it was damn good. And I felt feelings I've never felt before.
Wow, that's deep for you.
Like, no, I'm not joking. La La Land, man, that movie is so great, and I think people miss the brilliance of that movie because it is not the love story you think it is. And I love it because it's so true. Because, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen fucking La La Land, I don't know why you haven't. You're depriving yourself of greatness. But anyways, Emma Stone and what's his face are so Ryan Gosling. They're so good, and the portrayal of what really happens in relationships is so great. Because I love that it flips that fucking thing in Hollywood where everybody lives happily ever after. No, the 2 people who are madly in love do not end up together. They wind up realizing that they were good for each other at that point in their lives, but they moved on. She winds up fucking finding somebody else. He winds up ending up alone. And that's fucking life. That's what happens. It's not fucking sunny and dancing and then you have a happy ending. Sometimes fucked up shit happens and you got to go through it to find the person you're meant to be with. I thought it was fucking brilliant and I love it. Yeah. Well, Gwen Stacy is dead, but maybe not. We don't know. Jesus Christ.
You never know.
I don't cry like everything bitchy unicorn trolling me. But yeah, I don't know. I'm really curious to see where this is going because people could talk shit about Sony all they want, but Morbius made its money back. Believe it or not. I mean, all joking aside, Morbius is a fucking terrible movie. This is the worst fucking movie that I've seen in a very long time. The special effects were fucking atrocious. The story was a fucking mess. The only thing that was good in that movie was the villain. And that was because the dude who was playing him was so fucking over the top that he just made it fucking hilarious to watch. Morbius is a fucking terrible movie. But, you know, I feel bad for Jared Leto. He just keeps on picking, like, dude, get out of fucking superhero movies.
Right.
It's just not meant. You're just not meant to capitalize on that market. Stay with your serious film roles. Like, you ain't meant to play a villain. You can't play a bad guy, a good guy. I don't know.
Like, maybe you should just take a break.
Like, you know, he's one of those actors that he needs specific roles. Like Dallas Buyers Club, he was good. He did this Netflix movie called The Rising Sun or something that was pretty decent. I liked him in Blade Runner. But he's just a weird dude. And he doesn't really fit well in the superhero genre. But anyways, that's all I had for tonight. Tonight's a little bit of a shorter show. Cyber isn't here. He's got some things going on and he was tired. Fucking PB got drunk and he's passed out. Tonight was a normal show. Look, Timon, Spider-Gwen is not Disney Marvel. Spider-Gwen is Sony. Sony did Into the Spider-Verse where they introduced Spider-Gwen, and no. Sony owns the rights to most of the Spider-Man characters. The only one that they share with the MCU is Spider-Man, which is why he's not in their shared universe, because MCU is like, fuck that. You're not fucking up the Tom Holland Spider-Man. Not yet. I don't know. I don't like the shows on Disney Plus, Planet Q's Queen. I get no joy in sitting back weekly and watching them. I'm just being completely honest. There has not been one fucking show on Disney Plus that has knocked my socks off. They're all fucking shitty. The only reason why we watch them is because a friend of ours has Disney Plus. So that's the only reason why I watch it. I'm gonna do my Disney Plus show reviews, but honestly, the only ones that I like came from fucking Marvel Netflix, and that was Punisher, Daredevil, Luke Cage. We don't talk about Iron Fist, the Defenders, and that's it. And I like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which once again, that was ABC and not fucking Disney. Every other fucking person that's done a show besides Disney, I've liked. Moon Knight, or I liked it, but then the ending happened. Like, my problem with Disney Plus shows is that instead of giving it a beginning, middle, and end, they no, Spider-Gwen was created before Disney brought it. Spider-Gwen was in the comic books before Disney brought Marvel out. Timon, I know because I've read the comics. It was reprinted after Disney brought it with the new fucking weird ass hairdo, but Spider-Gwen's been around for a long time. Yes, I have seen the Multiverse of Madness. I did enjoy it. I do like it. I have some issues. I have a review on it. I have some issues with it, but I do disagree with people who are saying that it sucks. People need to be more objective. Like, just because it's Disney, not everything sucks. Like, I enjoyed Doctor Strange a lot more than the other stuff. Just like I thought Shang-Chi was good. I enjoyed that one. Eternals was fucking terrible. Black Widow was fucking atrocious. 90% of the Disney Plus shows are garbage. Loki's fucking trash. I don't care what anyone tells me. Captain Falcon and the Winter Soldier was fucking offensive as somebody in the military. Like, that show deeply offended me, and I'm going to definitely no, they're not going to follow the books, Planet Q's Queen. Don't fall into that trap. This is Disney. They will not fucking follow the Percy Jackson books. I will guarantee you they will not follow a single fucking thing in those books. I'll watch it because you requested it, Planet Q's Queen. I'll give it 3 episodes. That's my limit. And if it doesn't fucking wow me in 3 episodes, I'm not doing it. Like, I actually sat down and watched all of Picard season 1, and then I tapped out at season 2, which is fucking atrocious. Strange New Worlds is surprisingly good, but I'm waiting for Kirksman to fuck that up. But right now, that's the only good thing. Like, I can't do it. Halo is fucking trash. I don't understand these people who come out and defend this show. Halo is fucking garbage. That show should not. It's a good thing PB's asleep, because now I'm gonna go on my rant. Fucking Halo should not be called Halo. And all of you fucking hardcore fans, don't come at me and go, "Oh, Zod, it's the Silver Timeline." They had to make up a timeline because the show is so fucking bad that they realized they attached a fucking Halo name onto a show where Master Chief is fucking banging an alien chick. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? Where in Halo does Master Chief have sex with someone? Please, somebody, if you can explain that to me, please let me know. Anybody who thinks that fucking garbage is good, I'm sorry. You are wrong, and you have terrible fucking taste. Halo is the worst fucking show. Halo is worse, honestly, than anything I've seen on Disney. and anything previously on CBS. Halo is by far the worst fucking show that I have seen. It is fucking trash. It is garbage. You should be fucking ashamed. You took a great and fucking easy product and you fucked it up. Like, Jay, I don't know how much you know about Halo, but
I play Halo.
okay, so this motherfucker takes his helmet off more like I think honestly at this point the people who made this show are fucking trolling us. Like Master Chief, or I'm sorry, I call him Master Cheeks because they had to show an
Yeah,
ass
I
shot, of
remember.
course. Master Cheeks never fucking wears his armor. I mean, he's a fucking Spartan. People want to kill him, and this motherfucker never has his armor on. I've seen more of his ass than I've actually seen him in the armor. What the fuck? Like, who the fuck thought this was a good idea for a show? Honestly.
It wasn't me.
But yeah, no. See, no, I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm gonna dig into that because I want to say Spider-Gwen's been around before that because I remember seeing her in the '90s cartoon. To be honest with you, yeah, I'm ranting about. I'm ranting about fucking Halo. It is the worst fucking show, and don't be fooled. Don't listen to these people trying to fucking softball it. Halo is bad. Picard is bad. Don't fucking waste your time. I've had a brain aneurysm trying to give these shows a fucking chance. Picard is a fucking flaming trash fire. And honestly, I'm at the point where I'm saying fuck Patrick Stewart because that motherfucker has ruined Picard. I found out he had creative decision making on that show, puts his fucking wife in an episode. There's literally a 20-minute sequence where they're in present time because they have to go back in time because, you know, some MacGuffin bullshit. And his wife is singing in the bar for 20 minutes. Why? Why the
Like-
fuck is your wife singing in my Star Trek show? Why?
Like his real life wife?
Yes. His
Huh.
real life wife has a band. And look, kudos. I respect you for giving your wife a job and putting her out there. But why the fuck are you doing it in my Star Trek show? Like, why? The scene adds nothing. Like, if you were to put a musical scene that had something to do with the plot, I would fucking understand. But all they do is they put this one fucking scene in there so you can see his wife fucking singing in the background, and it has nothing to do with the plot of the show, Jay. It is like I can't decide which has worse writing, Halo or fucking Picard, because they're both like here, neck and neck, and the shittiest writing ever. Like in Halo, I can count how many times I actually see motherfuckers shoot each other. Like there were like, I swear to God, like 5 battle scenes in a fucking Halo show, and we're 9 episodes in. How the fuck do you have only just like 5 firefight scenes in a show that's called Halo? How the fuck does that happen?
So they didn't think this through, is what you're saying.
I'm saying that the directors came out and told us what to expect. They said they didn't never played the fucking video games.
Oh my god. But they just
'Cause
wanted
if
to
they
make
did-
that money with the Halo name.
With the Halo name. Oh, it's worse than no, Timon, I'm sorry. Fucking Halo and fucking Picard is worse than anything Marvel's put out recently. I am sorry to tell you, those are quite possibly, they may even be the worst shows in existence. I would fucking watch Batgirl or Batwoman over and over again before I'd ever fucking watch Picard again. Jesus fucking Christ, do you know how hard it was for me to get through season 1? But season 2 starts, and I gave it an episode, and I already saw the bullshit starting, and then they go back, and the fucking Hispanic guy who's in charge of the ship now, or Rios, he gets fucking deported. And I'm like, what the are we? Yep, we're doing a deportation in fucking Star Trek that takes place in the fucking 25th century. They're talking about immigration. Jesus fucking Christ. They're doing it. Yep. The fucking Borgs get beat with love, Jay. Love was the answer the whole time. That fucking dumb bitch who was in Scott Pilgrim gets taken over by a Borg, and she beats the Borg. And I shit you not, you guys can look this up. There's a fucking real thing. She beats the Borg with love. Nothing Disney ever put out was this fucking bad. They literally beat the Borg with love. When I see Marvel do that, then yes, Timon, I will agree with you. Marvel sucks. But I've never fucking in my life watched a show where the fucking most badass fucking cybernetic beings created that literally their whole purpose is to assimilate cultures into theirs. That's what the Borgs do. The resistance is futile. That's their thing. And this bitch beats them with love. If you can find me anything worse than that, then you win.
Oh, gosh.
Yes. Thank you, Planet's Q's Queen. Thank you. They are cybernetic. And I swear to God, there's a line. Look it up. You can't make this shit up. You can watch any review. Angry Joe covered it too. There's literally a line where she says that everybody needs to speak their truth. And only through love can we conquer our adversities. And I'm going to go, what the fuck am I watching? You're telling me that just fucking literally 3 episodes ago, this bitch who was trying to kill and murder people, she killed this innocent dude at a bar, threw him out of a window, and punched her hand through his chest, right? Fuck this guy up. This is the same bitch who said we all need to have love and hug it out. I'm done. Like, I thought our franchises were fucked. Oh my God, Star Trek people, I am sorry. I am so sorry. You guys win. This is the worst shit I have ever seen. Don't even get me started on Q, Planet Q's Queen. Don't even get me started on what they did with Q. Because apparently he died. How the fuck does he die? Because he's an eternal, immortal fucking being? Fuck if I know. They don't explain it. Just every copy of him died. And he has a touching speech, which I feel bad for the actor because he gives a great fucking performance, but the rest of the fucking storyline is garbage. This motherfucker just disappears. Everything ends. What the fuck does that mean, Kirksman? What the fuck does that mean? He's literally an eternal being. He created cosmos. What the fuck do you mean? Everything comes to an end. Is there any fucking person in the writing room that's going, you know what? This script is kind of janky. Like, do we really? Nah, it's fine. Fucking, we'll beat him with hugs. Star Trek people are retarded. They'll fucking buy it. Don't worry about it.
Oh, did people actually eat that up? That's what I want to know.
I can't imagine one person who watched this season, but then again, their ratings are so fucking low that I wouldn't be surprised if Picard is done after its 3rd season. But like, no, nobody is talking about this. You want to know why? Because they beat the fucking Borg with love. That's why. And everybody who's fucking logical that lived in the 90s know that that's fucking bullshit. Kirksman, Akiba Goldstein, all of you motherfuckers over there, JJ, I fucking blame you too, JJ, because it's your fucking company, Bad Robot. You are bad. Stop writing Star Trek, okay? If you want to write your own shit, go off and write your own shit. But people, stop taking fucking titles and putting them on your shitty scripts and claiming that's what it is. This show on CBS is not Halo. Star Trek is, I don't know what the fuck now. I have no clue what Star Trek is. Star Trek is dead. I'm sorry. Star Trek fans, you had a good run. That motherfucker is dead. Don't get me started on Doctor Who, because holy fucking shit.
I was wondering if you were going to get there.
Fucking Doctor Who. And then they make the big announcement, we're casting the first ever gay black man. And it's like, God, you know what? just can he act? Because Jodie, whatever the fuck, sucked big balls. I'm sorry. She is the most fucking terrible actress I've ever seen act in anything. Okay, she was a fucking robot. The fucking whatever the fuck they're called, the robot
Cyborg?
people.
Oh, the Cybermen?
Yeah, she was a fucking Cyberman with her fucking acting. It was that fucking atrocious. She was like weirdly eccentric when she didn't need to be, and her line delivery was flat. She had possibly the worst run of Doctor Who I've ever fucking seen. Poor fucking Gary from the Exotic. I'd have fucking killed myself by the end of this fucking show, because Jesus Christ, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, oh my god, Mr. Zotsman, the tragedy of the Dark Fate, a movie that has no place in the. Yeah, don't even get me started on Terminator. Mega Jetty, I went to see Terminator Dark Fate. So, funny story, I went to see Terminator Dark Fate when I was sick. I had the flu, and when the opening scene, and by the way, spoiler if you haven't seen it, but no one gives a fuck. The opening scene is Arnold back in the day fucking killing John Connor. That's how the movie opens. So you pissed in my face to start off your fucking movie. It was never getting better from that. Dude, I am not lying. When John Connor got killed, and this is a true story, because thankfully I worked at the theater so I could see this piece of shit. 4 people walked out of the theater. There was only like 10 or 12 people in the theater. 4 of them immediately walked out. It didn't even fucking wait. They were like, this is fucking bullshit. I want a refund. And they went up and they got a refund on their tickets. And I was like, so clearly Dark Fate was a banger. Good job. Dude from Deadpool fucking hurt my soul with that. I was like, you made Deadpool. How the fuck did you think killing John Connor and putting fucking knockoff Sarah Connor was going to help your movie? And you know what? I'm sorry for that actress. I forget her fucking name because she's that unmemorable. But her performance was terrible. Like, and the worst part is they brought back Linda Hamilton. Mm-hmm. And you put this girl next to Linda Hamilton, and the acting is not even close. And you're like, Jesus fuck. Like, anyways, you know, on that depressing note, fuck this. And I'm not doing Star Trek Picard anymore. I'm not doing any shows that aggravate me. I've been on a roll. I've liked everything I've watched. I like Doctor Strange. I'm doing a countdown of Disney Plus shows, my top ones. I can tell you nothing from Disney Plus is going to make my top, but I'm doing every Marvel television show and ranking them from worst to best, or best to worst, however you want to do it. I'll do the worst ones first and work my way up. And I can tell you, I got 2 of them tied right now. Falcon and Winter Soldier and Loki at the bottom. I don't know which one's going to win that one, but spoilers. Those 2 are at my fucking bottom. And then I'm including the Netflix and the terrible Inhuman show that only lasts like 5 episodes. And Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So, you know, it'll be an interesting ranking. So I'm going to rank those. I also got some horror movies I watched. I saw the remake of Firestarter.
Oh, was that good?
I need more time.
Okay.
I can say I'm not a fan of the original, so I would say Firestarter remake is better just because it's not the original. With that being said, I'm really mixed on how I feel about the ending. Like, the beginning was really intriguing, really interesting. The ending was kind of like, really? This is where you're ending it? You know, you're not getting a fucking sequel? Because I had like one other person with me. So I'm pretty sure this movie's not going to get a fucking sequel. Zac Efron kills it.
Of course, it's Zac
He-
Efron.
like I give that man credit. Like Zac Efron is like seriously, he needs more roles. Like
Mm-hmm.
dude is talented, and he's in all of these movies where I'm like, Zach, what the fuck is your agent doing, man? Like you're better than this. Like you were with Hugh Jackman. What are you doing in this movie?
Yeah, I thought I read that he did really good playing Ted Bundy.
Oh my god, yes. He nailed it. If you guys haven't seen
shit. Hold on.
Wickedly Vile, Shockingly Evil.
Sorry, hold on. What the hell happened? Hello?
Yeah, I
There
can
we
still
go.
hear you.
Oh, my somehow my volume just like turned down all the way, and I was like, what the fuck just happened?
But anyways, yeah, I dragged it out with a rant. You're welcome, everybody. Anyways, we're gonna start to wrap this up because PB's passed out in a coma, and I know Jay has to get some sleep, and fuck, I gotta work tomorrow and possibly play Ash versus the Evil Dead because I paid $60 for my skins, and I'm gonna get mileage out of them.
Do what you gotta do.
Jay, what do you got coming up?
Well, me trying to figure out how, like, when I'm gonna stream. So I've been trying to stream on my way to and from work. So that'd be at like 6 o'clock in the morning Eastern time. But the problem is with the case and everything going on, it's been kind of tricky. But also, the couple times that I did try to stream, my phone decided to quit working randomly and wouldn't connect to anything as I was driving the same path I drive every day to work. So I don't really know what happened. But other than that, I've been doing a lot of writing, trying to find ways to make extra money. Hopefully here soon I'll be selling books. I am working with a publisher, so I'm hoping to get published by the end of the year. So we shall see.
Timon, I concede, okay, man? Jesus. He's gonna badger me about this out. You win. You win, Timon. No, I love you. Timon Flip, if you guys don't know. One of my oldest subscribers, been with me for a while. But yeah, everybody go check out Jay McCarthy. She's got some great stuff. Pop Culture PB, what do you got?
I think he was just readjusting.
Well, that's great. We look forward to that. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I got a bunch of stuff. I finished 2 videos. I finished my review for Doctor Strange, and I finished my review for WandaVision, and I also finished a review for a horror movie I watched, and I couldn't upload any of them because my fucking video program is deciding not to connect to my YouTube and stops at about 55%. So now I got to convert them and then upload them through the actual YouTube.
Oh, that sounds awful.
And do all the tags and stuff. So I'm going to be probably premiering a bunch of videos. But I have been busy. 2 are done and shot, and I just got to get them fucking uploaded on here. I am also dabbling into some horror movies. I'm going to do a breakdown on X. There is a couple of other horror movies that a friend of mine, Killjoy Jake, has told me about. So I'm going to go check them out and do some horror movie reviews. Because if you guys don't know, I fucking love horror movies. And watching him do reviews and other people's, I have been getting an urge to kind of do them. So definitely check those out. I'm gonna have some reviews up. I'll have other breakdowns, and I'm thinking of doing some other lists. And if you guys are interested, I guess I can do a gameplay of Ash versus the Evil Dead. I feel weird because, to be honest, when I'm streaming it, if I do it in here, I won't be able to flip back and forth because I'll have to tab out to see everybody's chat. So I'd have to talk in between matches because it's the kind of game where you have a team and everything. So I would definitely love to do one of those. I will not ever be doing a review on Picard. Don't ask me. I can't do it. There's no way. I might do a series review on Halo, but to be honest with you, it'd just be me for straight 40 minutes telling you how badly it sucks. So I don't think that'd be very productive. Other than that, yeah, just stay tuned. I'm gonna have some stuff going on. I got some interviews that I'm even trying to get lined up, some people I'm talking to. So, all that'll be fun. Anyways, thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Hit that like, share, subscribe. Go check out Jay McCarthy. Go check out PB, because when he's not asleep, he posted a video about rain. It was funny.
Oh, I was talking about my video I posted, but that's fine too.
Oh yeah, and Jay posted a video. So go show some support to all these great people. And as always, remember the only rule here in the fandom zone: kneel before Ezra Miller's crazy ass. No, don't kneel before him. He'll spit on you.